Good morning. I actually look late. How? I don't know. My phone didn't go off, or it went off and I just didn't hear it, or I don't know. 30 minutes before I wrap up the day. I literally just got out the shower, so that's a plus. Right there. So I am trying to get myself together because I woke late. I don't know if it was just that I needed to sleep. I don't know if I just needed, just that minute. I don't know. I did. I showed it. So today I woke up feeling better. What happened yesterday happened yesterday. It is what it is. So I feel positive and just making sure that I am, taking care of myself mentally, spiritually, emotionally, all those great things in life that I want to do. So that's pretty much that, you guys. Honestly, I don't know how I will go late. I think what it was, I just needed that sleep. Good morning, Peter. Good morning. You were here early. Good morning, my love. Good morning. Good morning. Again, I plan on having a really good day. I genuinely plan on having a good day today. I really, really do. I do not work my second job today because today is Monday. So you guys know that my son has taekwondo today. So that means that we try to, I know that's right, another wonderful blessed day. No, that's right. Good morning. So, I plan on having a great day, Like I tell you that, let your yesterday be your yesterday. Let your today be your today. Like, as long as you're looking ahead and you're looking forward and you want good out of life and you're trying, you'll be fine. I'm always going to promote positivity no matter what I go through or no matter, what my day is. Good morning. I'm always going to spread love and spread that energy. Always. I will forever spread that energy. Nothing but blessings and humbleness. 100%, of course. I do like version that. I'm a positive version. I am trying to sit up here and just get myself dressed, you guys. Now tomorrow I go to work from 9:30. So, tomorrow, today I'm going to after everything. Like, come on, and stuff. So, I'm having a really good mood. Even though, I always look at it like this, right? I always say, even though I woke up late, I always look at it like this. I mean, I got extra sleep. So that's how I genuinely look at it. I think that's the smartest way to look at it. So again, just, looking at it in a positive manner. Yeah, I woke up late, but guess what? I got extra sleep. Because I believe I just needed it, and so that's how I look at it. I always try to see the good in something all the time. But that's how I am. And that's all over. So that's pretty much that. So I'm going to just dress. You guys are just trying to put the socks on and shorts, pants and shirts and stuff like that. Yeah, whatever. Oh, I'm about to just iron the shirt. You guys should give me like 1 second. So I have like a flower shirt that I was going to wear today, but I decided to keep it more simple today. It's a white t-shirt and some blue jeans. Plus it's Monday, so I got some good sleep. Absolutely no complaints, of course, none at all. I did. I felt that. You know, I always look at it as me picking up late is just because of sleep that I needed. So that's how I always look at it. But I got some good rest. Because as soon as I had got for here, I was knocked out. I was like, no. How did you guys sleep? Did you guys sleep good? I'm just trying to brush my hair. Get dressed. You guys should. I can't wait to see. I'm coming. Do you guys think I should leave my hair down or leave my hair in a bun today? Am I leaving the braids down today or am I pinning them up in a bun? And I need y'all to tell me before I put my hair up in a bun. So do you guys think I should wear it down or do you guys think I should wear it up in a bun? Because I'm putting it up in a bun now. Y'all better tell me now because I'm putting it up in a bun. Down or up in a bun. Bun it is. I don't know if it's supposed to be super hot today. I don't know. I don't even know what the hell the weather was today. I'm still like, I don't even know. You would think that I would know these things, but I genuinely don't know. Give me 1 second. Let me zoom this in. Hi guys. My super single outfit today. Right, so what t-shirt? Different accessories. So please bear with me. Please and thank you. Appreciate it very, very much. Maybe I should not raise long today. I don't know. I really look late. That's crazy. Like even when I look late. I always look at it as you know. I just need to get that sleep. That's how I always look at it. I don't know about anybody else, but I always look at it. If I look late, that's because I need to sleep. So my little one is supposed to be going to his friend friend's house today. Of course, I'm not going to stop that, as you guys already know. So we might not end up going to the movies if he goes over there. So I might just put my dad today and let you know, just go be with them, because he wants to go over there. So she doesn't really want to let him go there if he wants to. So that's fine. Y'all know I don't know. You guys know I don't have no problem with it. Right. So, oh, I forgot my connection with your stuff. It's tough. Bear with me, I'm sorry. So I'm just gonna over the door now. This shirt is as fast as hell. I ain't gonna hold you. Sure do. Oh my goodness. I look a mess. Minutes time. You guys can. No, we're not. The answer to that question, my love, is no. I will never do OnlyFans. I will never do that. That's not what I'm going to do. And again, I've heard that you don't got to be up there, you know, being nude. I heard that there's a lot of things that people actually do on there. Exactly. Okay. With the way how the world is looking, I don't knock nobody for they hustle. I don't knock nobody for what they do. for how they make their money. That's my mother. Actually, Oh, sorry. I'm out. I'm walking out the door. I'm leaving alone. I think I got reboot, retrack app. That one. Like, shocked that I only freaking look 24. That's crazy. Like, what the hell? It's cool though. I got my hot pissy water. Oh, and back to what I was saying. I think I left my keys in the car. I just doing a t-shirt, blue jeans the other day. It's not gonna air conditioner, but it's like in there. It's like, okay, I'm almost. All right, I am out of here. It's simple. Today's Monday, so a fresh white tee and some blue jeans with my hair down. I think that's simple, right? Now I might reconnect because of the way that I'm going to my job. So bear with me for 2 seconds, you guys. Oh God, no shades. I got no shades, none. But good Monday morning, good morning. I'm in a good mood today, you guys. Um, there is something low key on my mind. I'm gonna be honest. I have a fear, right, that my son is gonna want to be around people that hurt him. Um, I'm not even connect over in this area, so I don't want my son to go down the same path that I went down when I was younger, and I see it. You know, when you see something in your child and you was like, okay, been there, done that. That's not gonna get where I see him going down a path of wanting to be around people that hurts him because he loves them. I'm gonna tell my son, it's fine to love somebody, but it's also okay to not deal with them. I see it. And I just said to my mom, I was like, I don't want my son going down that same path that I went down because that's not Um, that's not healthy. It's not mentally healthy, spiritually healthy, physically healthy, emotionally healthy. It's not healthy when you love someone's. And I'm gonna be honest, and I can say this because I've lived it. You know what I'm saying? I've lived the life of I've lived the life of wanting someone to love me that I let them hurt me. And I'm talking about when I was younger. You know what I mean? And not understanding the difference because I'm young. You know what I'm saying? Not understanding the difference between, okay, you love me, but you hurt me, but you love me and you show me that you love me. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Somebody said, mm, hold on. I gotta give somebody a shout out. They said silicone avatar said, just hold on, I gotta get it right. Just saw your channel, saying amazing, love it. So shout out to you for even finding me. Good morning. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. So I see it, and you know, as much as I want to tell him, maybe you don't have to sit there. I'm gonna still, talk to my son and, let him know and still hear him out and see how he feels. Every child has to learn something on their own by themselves and they gotta figure it out, right? Which is cool. I had to learn it, but unfortunately I had to learn it the really hard way. And I just don't want that same thing for my son. When you see a kid, you're like, damn, that's a path I went down. I'm trying to tell you, it's nothing but darkness, it's nothing but negativity. You don't want that for yourself. I see it in my son because my son loves very, very hard. He does. And of course, not 100%. Right? And he has to learn. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm scared because I don't want him to do the same things that I did, trying to please somebody who you just will never be able to please. And I told you guys before, he loves them. Just sits there and gets hurt constantly because I don't want that for my son. I don't. I really, 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 and I'm just asking God, if this is what you're trying to show me from the hurt I've done, keep it all on me then. Keep it all on me. Just not my son. Because it took me. I don't want my son to be unhappy. I don't want my son to think that love is being treated wrong because, as you guys know, just from my little story, good morning, Eric. I accepted that, I accepted, I accepted the name calling, the dishonesty, the lie. Like I accepted all those things because I like someone and I wanted them to like me back. And I'm keeping it about with you guys. Like want so much more for my son, you know, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, you know. I want him to be happy, you know, and I'm literally asking God, you know, if this is what I gotta go do for the hurt I caused, keep it all on me. Keep it all on me. Because I don't want that for my son. I don't. Like, for instance, tell you guys a quick little story. When my grandmother was dying, you know, I was willing to jeopardize. Oh my gosh, y'all, this truck is trying to come on an My grandmother was dying and she needed someone to be there for her. And my father's mom, you know, I chose to step up and, you know, try to be a living aid for her. So, you know, I was doing everything legally, you know, of course, 100%. And my father told me off like no other. This man said to me, oh, I hope you don't think you're going to come down here and try to take over my mother's house. You know, this isn't your house. Like, he just went off on me. And I'm saying to myself, why are you going to go off on me when I'm the only person sitting up here trying to help her? She's dying. You know, you're not in the right capacity to do it mentally. You know, I'm doing it. You know, I was willing to sacrifice my job and being in school because I love her. I was doing this for her. And I'm not close to my parents. It may look like it, but I'm not close to my parents. I show them respect. I show them love. I care. Of letting anybody, including my parents, be disrespectful. Because I don't have to sit there and tolerate that when I know everything I've done for y'all and everything I'm still trying to do for you. I could walk away from you, and I guarantee you will be calling me before I'm calling you. Well, my mom not so much, because so, and I'll always pick up the phone. That's what I don't. As crazy as that sounds, I want my son to get to, and you know, he's nice. You know, he has to learn. Like, I want him to get to a place where he'd be like, you know what? I'm not dealing with this. Oh, hell no! I want him to make better decisions, better choices, and just take care of himself. Because, you know, baby, the world that you think loves you, baby, they don't love you. And I tell my son all the time, you know, before you step out and you go to the streets, baby, come to me. I'll keep it a buck with you 100%. You know, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to hide it. So if I see the path that my son is going down, I'm going to let him know, listen, hey, you know, but I'm going to wait till he gets a little bit older so where he can have a better understanding. I'm going to say, hey, you know, sit down. I just talk to you. And I will explain a little bit. He's not ready. And I'm just not gonna let my, because he doesn't deserve that. You know, his feelings are his feelings, and me being his mother, I'm not gonna let nobody play with his feelings. I'll be a damn fool if I sit here and let somebody play with my son's feelings. When I know, you know, that route, when I know that pain, when I know that hurt, when I know those tears, when I know what it could cause, I'm not gonna accept that because my son doesn't deserve that. And I see it and wanting to be, just don't care. And I see that they don't care. I'm not gonna let nobody just misuse or mistreat my son because I'm gonna speak up for my son 100%. That's why I tell people all the time, I don't give a damn how you feel or how I respond to something when I know I've been nice, when I know I've been polite. And again, no disrespect, but sooner or later you come knocking at the devil's door, baby, somebody gonna answer it. I'm not accepting it. Not right to treat a child like this. And then on top of that, when people person, you do know that when you sit there and you try to cover up for somebody who's done something wrong, do you know that their punishment, you gonna get it too? I tell people, listen, I am as honest to a fault sometimes. And to be honest, I don't care. I would rather sit up here and tell somebody the truth in their face in the utmost respectful manner than to sit there and kiki, hee hee, lie in your face. I'm not going to do that. Been there, done that. I'm not doing that again. I'm not doing that to somebody because nobody deserves that. Whatever the issue is, whatever the problem is, I'm going to tell you, like, yo, nah, this ain't it. Or nah, this ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, just no. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do it. I'm sorry, not sorry, but no. Like, I don't want to sit up here and lie to somebody just to make somebody feel good. Like, I'm not going to do that. What it is. Left from London. Oh, thank you. You're so beautiful. Thank you. You're a special mama. Good job, beautiful. Thank you. As parents, we want the best for our children. We want to shield them from everything, but life has other plans for us. That much is true. I agree. And I do believe that that's the only reason why we can talk to our kids, and sorry if I sound different, it's because I'm tired. We can talk to our kids so our goddamn heads freaking explode. And even when it's exploding, we still trying to talk to the asses. It's like, do you not see? And this is what I say. Sometimes in life, Lord knows I understand, you got to fall. And you got to get up by yourself. But it's that getting up part that is the struggle because you didn't want to listen or you wanted to be hard-headed. And I tell people all the time, when somebody older is talking to you, especially your parents, like if you had, like, let's say if you had a parents that have been in the streets, that probably done, been in the gang life or, just the streets overall, and they trying to tell you something. They telling you something because they've been there, done that. Like, these kids swear that they are invincible. Baby, no, I see you. I don't give a damn if you got on all black, baby. I see you. I can see you. And if I see you, baby, that means the world can see you. You're not invisible. You know what I mean? Like, these kids, like sometimes you just like, why y'all gotta be so goddamn hard-headed? If I'm telling you something, that's because I know it. And that's what people do all the time. Sometimes a person don't know what they're talking about, right? But if somebody said to me, oh, well, if I was in a gang life, where would I be? I've never been in a gang, right? I'm gonna tell you two things. You're gonna end up 6 feet under, or you're gonna end up in a jail cell. And because I've never joined it or been in it, you're gonna tell me, oh, well, you don't know what you're talking about. What? Like, what you talking about? And I tell people, you could be just as innocent as possible, and you end up getting hit from something that you don't got nothing to do with. These people don't know who the hell you are. I see you. The world sees you, and I tell people, it don't matter how careful you are in life. Something is gonna happen. I could want the best future for my son. God can have it so to where he probably got to go through something before he has a good life. I pray nothing but the best for my son. And God shields him from all evil, 100%. I don't know my son's path. I don't know my son's life in the future. All I can do is just stay prayed up and just keep talking to him and teaching him and telling him I'm here. Baby. And I tell him I'm not going to be here forever. Because we are all on borrowed time. What I'm trying to explain to you, what I'm trying to show you, what I'm trying to tell you, baby, I'm telling you because I love you and because I care. That's why even if an older person was to come up to me and start talking to me, I would listen. And I wasn't a hard-headed kid. I got hard-headed as I got older, because that's when I was like, I don't give up. That's when I went down that path, and it was dark, and I personally don't even like talking about my past. But if I know that my past story can help someone else be like, what, nah, I see what I'm doing not cool, or I see what I'm doing not right. All right, let me switch it up. I've done my job. I tell people now I've never harmed nobody or, done it and crazy, but I have a dark past. Mentally, I have a dark past. Physically, spiritually, emotionally, I have a dark past. And I don't want that for nobody. I don't want somebody else's child to have to go through that hurt and that pain that I went through because they don't got nobody to talk to or they don't got nobody to go to. I tell people all the time, if you got somebody good inside your child's life, whether it be a man for your son or a woman for your daughter, keep that. Keep that, because you never know when you're going to need to be like, hey, can you talk to them? And sometimes, kids aren't as close to their parents. They could be close to a barber. They could be close to their guidance counselor. They could be close to a teacher. Keep these, these positive figures in their life. That's what I tell people. when your child is doing something wrong or they misbehaving, and someone is trying to not chastise them, but just talk to them, and just explain something to them, let them. They're not telling your child nothing wrong. But nowadays, I feel like you can't even try to tell somebody, child, hey, baby, be careful, because the mama gonna get mad, the daddy gonna get mad, and then it's like you got the whole family against you. Well, I just didn't want the baby to get hurt. That's my child. Don't be telling. Fine, okay, but then when your baby get hurt, I'm minding my business. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I think people are so much about self that I think people forgot what it was to just be one. Because like I tell y'all, it was back in the day when I was younger, it was a community. Like everybody was able to look out for each other. Somebody was able to, tell your child, hey, what you're doing isn't right. You shouldn't be doing that. Nobody's not telling your baby nothing wrong, So respect these people that want to tell your child, hey, that's not smart, baby. Or, be careful, honey. Or, baby, you probably shouldn't pick that up because you're going to get hurt. Where is the harm? Where is someone being disrespectful to your child? Where somebody is just looking out for your child, but nowadays people are so much about self. Everybody forgot what that was again. I will always promote if my son is doing something wrong and somebody else's mom say, hey, baby, no, you shouldn't be doing that, or don't cross the street. Like as long as you're telling them something right. What's wrong with it? It's like people will praise and give so much glory, and I probably shouldn't use the word glory because you should only give glory to God, but they just have made wrong so right that now right is just wrong. And I'm like, what the what happened? It's just, and it's not the world, it's just the generation. I think with each generation it gets worse. And I'm not saying everybody, because there are some amazing kids out there who want to learn, who want to be educated, who want to, do something for the community. I give that nothing but the utmost respect. But the ones that don't want to do nothing, baby, that's on you. You can't help everybody. You can't change everybody. Excuse me. No, you can't. This pissy ass water I got. I know that was mad random, but it's hot. Is it hot? I just realized I haven't eaten since yesterday. Damn, did I even eat food yesterday? I swear, sometimes I be forgetting. That's why I lost 3 pounds. Because I forgot. I forgot to be eating. You can wish and want the best for your kids, but it comes down to what they choose for themselves. They can learn from others' mistakes or go through their own. That's true. And I tell people, when you got to go through your own, I personally, right, will look at somebody and be like, damn, they going to jail for stealing. So I'm not going to sit up here and steal because I see it's a consequence, right? That's why I'm big on consequence with the word consequence with my son. Agreed on borrowed time. Ex-wife is making me live on borrowed time with my kids. That's not cool. I tell people, you never know when something's going to happen. That's why I tell you, I'm not pulling nobody positive from my sunlight, because you can stand there and just drop. You know what I'm saying? No, like, I want you to be around these people who you need to be around, but only if they're good people. You know what I'm saying? They're ultra close, say. You're a good mother. Thank you. We used to have villages to raise kids. Now we have pads and electronic. That's true. And like I tell you guys all the time, I don't care what nobody say. Let's say if I had good co-parenting with my son's father, and if another man came in and you tell me I gotta stop talking to him, your ass could get out. You're not finna stop what we got going on for our son. That's not happening. I would never. And like I tell you guys, if I could have a really good co-parenting relationship with my son's father, I would welcome that. I would welcome it 100%. I definitely would welcome it. I'm not going to stop that from happening. Like, and of course, as much as I would love it to happen, so that way we could be a team for our son. You know what I'm saying? And he knows, okay, well, my mom said no. Well, I know I can't go to my dad because my dad going to say no. I would welcome that 100%. No matter what this man done said to me, did to me, whatever the case may be. I don't even give a damn if you call my ass bald-headed yesterday. You tell me today he can't go to a party, he ain't going to a party. You know what I'm saying? It's just, we have to be a team. I would welcome that. I would never stray from that, and hell no. agree to your moral co-parenting ethic. Honest to God, right? I tell people, keep outsiders out of it. This is me and your son. So whatever me and you speak about, respectfully speaking, has nothing to do with nobody else. Keep it here between me and you. We're speaking about the child. We're not speaking about nothing else. We're not talking about our past. We're not talking about what we've said to each other, what we've done to each other. I have nothing to do with you. You have nothing to do with me. We are only one when it comes to this child. That's it. But, you know, I don't have that. And again, I respect it. I respect it. I wish this man nothing but happiness and blessings in his life. But if it were to ever be a chance where I could have co-parenting with him, I would welcome it. I would not stray from it, because at the end of the day, that's still his father. I can't take that from him. You know what I'm saying? So regardless of how I feel about him, or how he feels about, let me speak for myself, how I feel about him, that's still his father. You know, I'm not going to take that from him. You know what I mean? That's all. Hi, watching from South Africa. Hey, everything isn't expert when it comes to raising kids. Don't listen to them, use your gut instincts, period. And I agree, we did used to have villages. We did. You know, now it's just, you can't talk to this one. You can't talk to this person because, oh my goodness, they trying to deal with you. They trying to mess with you. I'm not going to let you come in and stop no man from being able to come into my son's life and tell him something and show him something and explain to him, yo, this ain't what you want to do. I'm not, and I think, then that's another reason why I think I'm single, because I'm not letting nobody come in and stop that. No disrespect, but I don't give a damn, especially if you a man and you got kids. You better get up on my goddamn face, because if you could be there for your kids and you could be positive, then let somebody else, you know, be able to be there and be positive inside my son's life. And knowing that I'm still your woman and I can still respect you. I keep telling people, every relationship has a different lane. If you my man, then I'm in with you, okay? If you my friend, we could kick it. Every relationship has a different lane. No matter what it is or how it begun, everybody's lane is different. You know what I'm saying? Everybody plays a different role in life. You know, it is what it is. But you guys, I'm going to go because I got to go clock into work. I love you guys. I think this was a really good live. I think this was a positive live, nothing negative. And again, if my son's father ever wants to have a really good co-parenting relationship, I welcome it 100%. It's hard to co-parent when one party rather hurt you that help you than help the child. Child, I'm going through that now. I'm giving it to God. I'm going to continue to be an amazing mother. I'm going to continue to let the people that's in my son support him, and wish nobody else nothing but blessings in their life. I will never pray for nobody's downfall. Never, because that's not in me. You guys have a great day. I'm not going to be late. I woke up late, but I got here on time. You guys, you know, if anything, please, if you can have an amazing co-parenting with your child's mother or father, welcome it. Pray about it. Leave it there. Just be the best parent you could be and have your village, baby. You guys have a good day. Don't stress about nothing. Don't worry about nothing. Give it to God. I love you guys. Today is today. Let yesterday go and focus on today. All right? Because you never know. Tomorrow's not promised. I love you guys. Have an amazing day. Thank you for kicking it with your girl A. Bye, guys.